Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you for joining me in Pootles Advent Countdown. This is 24 projects that are coming out to you, 2 a week all the way through and into December. And this is today's project. Isn't it cute? Oh, it's so sweet. It's a tiny little box. It holds chocolate foil balls. Obviously, a couple of days ago, I had a project with chocolate foil balls in, and so obviously I wanted to make a festive version for you. And this one uses a tiny piece of paper that measures just 6 by 4 centimetres. It's small, 15 by 10, sorry, 6 by 4 inches, 10 by 15 centimetres. I can't even get my numbers right today. So with the pattern facing up that you want to have on show, this is the Home for Christmas paper. I like it that way round. I like the stripes. There's retro, that's a little too retro for me, but I'm going to show you how to make it. So on the long side, score it at 1 3/8 of an inch, 2 3/4, 4 1/8 of an inch, and 5 1/2, and in metric that's 3 1/2, 7, 10 1/2, and 14. And then you turn it round, and on you score it again at 1 3/8 of an inch, and at 2 inches, which in metric is 3 1/2 and 5 centimetres. Okay, so squeaky chair alert today. So I'm going to fold and burnish these score lines, and this bag is a little bit like a TARDIS. You can fit more in it than you would expect. It's quite surprising, really. And obviously it depends on how far closed you have it as to how many you fit in. Okay, so hopefully you can see all those score lines. Now when I hold it in the horizontal way with these two in the middle, there's a longer part at the top. That's 2 inches from there to there. This is only 1 3/8 of an inch. So this is the bottom of the box. So in metric that's 5 centimetres that way, and it's only 3 1/2 there. You need to cut up to the first score line, not the second, just the first, and remove that little rectangle there. Okay, can you see that? So I've still got my 2 score lines. Now we're going to cut up these ones here, again just to the first score line. Okay, so I'm going to run some fuse down there and close up the box. And the finished dimensions of the box, it is 1 3/8 that way and that way. It's 5/8 of an inch to that point there, from the base to there, but all the way to where the bottom of the ribbon is, that's 2 inches from there to there. So in metric, it's 3 1/2 centimetres that way and that way, all the way around. It's 1 1/2 centimetres to there, from the base to that line, but to there is 5 centimetres. So you get a good idea of the size. Okay, where's the back of the box? There it is. I've lost the back of the box. That's the back. Right, so this is the front. Pop that on, and before you put your chocolates in, squish it together, and you will see that it won't go any further than that ridged line there. So that's where it's going to stop. So it's up to you how many you put in. Actually, I might want to punch a hole first. Here we go. A couple of holes in. This is the 1/8 of an inch handheld punch. There we go. So how many can we fit in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's still a little bit of room. I think I might not risk 5. I'll have a go. Let's see if we can fit 5 in. We can fit 5 in. Oh, shall we brave it and see if we can fit 6? I think 6 might be pushing it. Yeah, 6 is going to make it buckle though. We don't want 6. 5. Oh, 1 for me and 1 for each of my boys. There you go. Easy. Done. 5 little chocolates. So let's show you the size of them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how many have fitted in there. And you can get them very easily at this time of year. Amazon is where I get mine from. And yeah, I love them. I think they're great. Ever so tasty. I did put a picture of them on my Facebook page, and somebody said, where did you get the Easter eggs from? It's obviously the angle of the photo I'd taken. Not Easter eggs. I thought that was funny. Okay, let's tie a bow on here. This is real red cotton ribbon. I went with Pool Party last time because that was the paper colour, but I wanted to pick out the red this time. Trim off the little excess bits. And then the stamping, super duper simple. The Happy Scene stamp set. Now I've used this a lot and I know it's incredibly popular, so I'm hoping that quite a lot of you have already got this stamp set. But I just went with this wording here, Happy Winter. Now quite a lot of these also fit the word window punch, but I wanted to put, well, I put a frosted snowflake on this one. I'm not on the one I'm building for you now, but I just wanted to have that little bit of extra room. So let's find my scrap of vanilla and some real red ink. Happy Winter, and I'm going to position it so it's off to the right hand side. That's my word window punch, love it. I'm going to grab my dimensionals, and I just want the edge piece because dimensionals are just a smidge too wide for the word window. You could take one and cut it in half, but I've just gone with this. Pop it on the front, offset ever so slightly. Oh, actually I could follow the diagonal lines, couldn't I? Oh yeah, hadn't thought of doing that. And then this time I'm going to use the wooden embellishments, these ones, and they've got some pretty snowflakes. There are lots of different sizes. So there's some quite big ones, which obviously be too big for this project, but there are some little diddy ones as well. So we have a little diddy one, I think. And just a mini glue dot onto the back of that, right slap bang in the middle. And up there. And that is my tiny, tiny little chocolate bag. Perfect as little gifts, particularly if your children come home from school and say, "Mummy, we need to take presents in tomorrow." Really? Apparently that's the thing at the moment, is the children taking presents for each other. Yeah, my budget doesn't allow for the fact that my children, between 4 of them, are in class with 120 other children, so that's not going to happen. But a nice little treat like this for maybe their best friend or a couple of their friends. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you soon.